Here we go. Oh, that's really low, isn't it? Oh yeah, like nothing's coming up. Okay. Okay, that's a bit better. But not entirely better. I mean, there's hardly any fucking signal going through there. Hello? Can you hear me? Is there any signal going through there? Why is it so fucking low? Anyway. Is there any signal going through there now? Hello? Jesus Christ. Okay. So... a lot of people say to me, Triple D, you seem like a really smart guy. You work in retail. Why aren't you a doctor or a lawyer or an inventor? And I always tell them the same thing. When I was born, probably about a year, maybe 18 months after I was born, I developed a really, really serious case of meningitis. And the doctor told my mother, he said, this is back in Ireland, he said, I don't think that your son is gonna make it through the night. And it was heartbreaking. And he said to her, even if he does make it through the night, more than likely he's gonna be brain damaged. This was really hard for my mom to hear, you know. And she got down on her knees. This is what she tells me. And she prayed to God. She said, God, please let my son live through the night. I don't care. Sorry, it's a little emotional. Okay, I just get a little emotional. She said, just need to try my eyes. It's a very emotional story for me. I'll be okay. Once I cry it out, I'll be fine. I'm good. I'll edit this out. Anyway. I survived the night. And I unfortunately was slightly brain damaged as a result. It was very sad. And the way that it manifested itself is I was a slow learner, but I also would walk into walls. It was a very strange thing. I'd just be walking down the street and I walk straight into a wall and fall down. And I did that a lot. And my mom tried to send me to school, but they couldn't have me, because instead of walking in the door, I'd walk to the left or to the right, and I'd walk straight into a wall, and fall down. So they came to a compromise. They said, look, we want your son to get an education. So what we'll do is, you bring him to school, okay? And so that he doesn't get up in the middle of class, and start walking into walls, because I would just get up randomly and just walk into a wall and fall down. We'll tie him to the chair, So they did that. They tied me to the chair, for all the classes, and the brain problems that I was having would manifest themselves in such a way as I'd start making noises. So they had to put a rag in my mouth, the noises were kind of like just, utterances. Like I'd be in the class, and the history teacher would be trying to teach history, and I'd be going, "Ah! Ah! Ah! And they said that's just too disruptive. So they put a rag in my mouth so that I wouldn't be able to make any noises at all. And then one day my mom came to visit me, and she saw me tied to a chair with a rag in my mouth, and I was kind of, screaming, and she said, no, enough of that bullshit. No son of mine is gonna go through having an education like that. He's tied to a chair, he's got a rag in his mouth. She goes, no. So she cut me loose, and she took me home, and she said, I'll educate you. I'll give you an education. I'm going to educate you at home, and you can walk into all the walls you like. She couldn't read or write, so it wasn't a great education, but she did the best that she could. And that's why I work in retail. I'm getting a little emotional, That's why I work in retail. So next time you see me, don't point your finger at me and mock me. Everybody has a story. Everybody comes from somewhere. And every now and again, it's funny, I'll still walk into a wall.